I practice expressing my talk as much as possible. I try to do this whenever I could.
Tell us about your interview.
I remember being real nervous for my interviews. I interviewed at Modern College, where I had 2 interviews. Actually, I had 2 more interviews, one Martin College and the Hawkswich where I am now. And during their 4 interviews, I saw many interesting questions. One really interesting question I saw was a question about the cubes and number of varieties a cube has, where 3 dimension, 4 dimension, and even higher dimension. And it didn't stop there. We also discussed how many their dimension, their different formula, each one of these. I took it quite interesting, very hard so question. One particular question I remember is I asked the cat the normal distribution, which was Bill Cook, and cat derivative by I is derivative as well, so 2 derivatives. That was easy enough. You just get this and anything about the number of turning point and number of rates as we go down, and then notice that derivative and number of rates and the number of turning point increased by 1, and then the question was given to me, can you prove the formula is true? And that really difficult. I was really stumped and didn't know what to say. But luckily, I've given the prompt. He gave hint about some theorems. That is really useful for this. Managed to use this hint. And then go on the question. I was scary at first, but will reward at the end. Actually, I didn't get anything. About my personal statement in the interview was too strange. Talk was really interesting at the interviews.
Which aspect appealed the most to the tutor? I think that interviewer really like to see me strong toward the question because they want to see how I think. They want to see the purpose in which I go about. So they would really like giving me different questions so that I do strong, and they want often to see I can cover with me if you do attend the university to prepare for the interview. I keep that in me. I practice my talk as much as possible. I did this by speaking out loud when I score my question. I try to do this whenever I could.
Oxford Mathematics Interviews Preparation.
Well, I have also mentioned that I try to speak my talk as much as possible. I'm never really keen on solving maths BMO equation. British Mid Olympic question. I feel like that help out a lot my problem solving skill. I get me intuition on how to solve question, and I think it made me a better problem solver all around. I did mock interview with my teacher. They were quite kind for to do session with me. The impression that I should be speaking my talk out as possible. Even when I struggle to come out with the answer, they encouraged me time to try to give suggestion and solve for the problem. For example, maybe we can solve the big induction, even though you are not sure how you will do that soon. I did the question of the 10. I did about 2 times a week with my teacher. This mock interview, this other thing I've mentioned, I try to keep them on getting in the background as I've spread for my interview.